Alright, we are unboxing Twilight of the Gods. The printer copy just came in. This is the full box. Has all the packaging. It's in the wrap, which I have carefully made a hole in one of these sides, so I'm not spending hours trying to get this open. Now I just have to remember where I put it. Ah, there it is. Alright, we are taking off the plastic to see what's in the box. Well, what's in the box? Snug fit. There we go. Slide that up. Ooh. So we have the rulebook on top. So that's the first thing you see. Rules are very important. They're very good to know, especially if you want to learn how to play the game. One cool thing you'll notice is the different faction symbols are on the insides of the box. So that's pretty nifty. Just a little small detail. And then they're also on the rulebook itself and on the front cover itself in the corners right there. So I like to throw in the little the little touches, so people know that we care. Alright, so we have the rulebook. Rulebook looks like a rulebook. We have all sorts of information in the rulebook. We have pages and words and descriptions. This will tell you how to play. You will probably want to spend some time perusing this because the game does have a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, a broad world opens up in front of you, and it's a whole lot of fun. Alright, so the rulebook looks like a rulebook. That's good. We have examples. So one thing we actually also put in is at the back we have a sample turn and then a timing table. So that way you know, okay, this will lead you through the first couple turns so you get a feel for how to play. And then the timing table lets you know exactly when you can act and react to your opponent. Because I've been in more than a few card games where we've had some arguments about that. So it's important to have those clearly laid out. And then the back is a really quick reference for the turn sequence and then what the various symbols mean. So again, trying to get information to people as easily as possible. All right, next up we have the player mats. So these fold out, and this will tell you exactly where to put your stuff if you're just learning how to play. We have two of these. Ooh. So two people can play at once, because that's usually a good thing. We actually designed them so they mirror each other. So, you know, if one of you is right-handed and one of you is left-handed, I would take the right-handed and the left-handed one. But yeah, so this way it keeps it pretty clear as to where stuff goes. As you get better at the game, you probably won't need the mats anymore. You'll figure out where the cards go, and as you learn more about the game. But it's very handy to have these for beginners. Okay, up next we have some promo stuff for other VPG games. You might want to check those out, especially Darkest Night. That's their other big one that they have in. We have Nemo's War on the back. Cool. And counter sheet. Alrighty. So these are the counters in the game. We have wound counters. We have or markers, I think we call them. So we have wound markers, freeze markers, blessing markers, and then these are attention markers. So that's just to remind you to do something. So say you have a card that doesn't affect during a specific phase, you just drop an attention marker on it, so that way you know, oh, during the draw phase, I should do something with this. Because I played a lot of card games where you forget to do something, because you forget what the card does. Then the cool thing with the attention markers is that they have a bright side, and then they have a dark side. So it's a just neat little art touch that Clark put on there. All right, we got our first freeze counter out. So, quality of the counters is pretty good too. So if you look at it, they're you know, fairly solid cardboard. They'll last for a pretty decent time. I expect most people to use dice after a certain point, but again, the counters are useful for when you're just learning. All right, so we have our counters. The cards. That's what everyone wants to see. All right, so these are the tarot-sized deity cards that are foiled. So let's open these bad boys up, see just what they look like. Ooh, look at that. That is a nice feel. So those are the 4 starting gods. We have Mars, Hera, Enlil, and Reader of Portents. So they tell you exactly what they do, and then they tell you after you use their deity powers, flip this card over, because when you flip it over, you get to see shiny.
Ooh, look at that, that's
the
rad.
Shininess. Yep. Enlil's still my favorite. That ring right in the middle.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Although the hand is pretty cool too. The hand's just like...
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to talk during this video, but
Yeah, no worries.
I'm fanboying out over this game real bad.
They're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So Clark did a fantastic job. Clark, take a bow. You did a pretty sweet job. All right, here are the normal-sized God cards. So these are for more kind of like collector edition, just kind of cool things to have. You can use them during your games if you want to use those gods, but if you want to use the normal-sized cards, so for example, if you're traveling with the cards in a carrying case or something, then you probably want to use the normal-sized cards. And these are all of the gods. So let's see. We have Mars, Hera.
Right, let's move this just because the shine's kind of brutal.
There we go. All right, so we have Mars, Hera, Enlil, Reader of Portents. So those are the starter gods. Then we have Sasaya, Fujin, otherwise known as Blanca from Street Fighter. Inanna, Goddess of War. Kamalma. We have Seshat. Shenong. Varuna. And then Sobanar. So they all have their own specific abilities, they all do cool stuff, and just like the tarot cards, when you flip these over, shiny. The shininess. So much shininess. They're so beautiful.
That's really cool.
There you go. So shiny. Yes.
Just doing this, get that effect. Yeah.
Just get the effect. Yeah, no, it's... Alright, so the card stock itself feels good, feels solid. You'll probably want to play with sleeves, just so that way nothing gets like scraped or scratched or whatever for these. And generally, you know, if you care about protecting your card, sleeves are a good idea. But clear plastic sleeves are fine. Alright, so now let's look at the actual cards. So here we have the brown starter deck. This should be the brown starter deck. Let's open it up and find out if it is. Oh, cool, they have a little tab on there, so you can just peel it over, take off the top. There we go. We have a brown starter deck. Ooh, so all this art you guys haven't seen yet, so here's some new art.
Right, let's get a sneak peek.
Yeah, sneak peek on some art. So these are all Sanctuary cards, and as you can see, they've got some cool art on them. So it looks like they didn't assemble the decks. All right, so you're gonna have to assemble the decks when you first get them, but that's easy enough. See the little gems on the bottom? You just make sure you find all of the gems. So the E, brown for Enlil, stick all those in one pile. Red, M for Mars, stick those in a pile. Green, R for Reader of Portents. I think it's a P actually. No, it's an R.
It's an R, yeah.
Yeah, for Reader of Portents, and then we have blue for Hera. And so, again, recreating the starter decks is always super easy because you just find those colored gems and then you put them in their appropriate piles. And bam, you have your decks back together. Cool. Yeah, the cards feel good. I'm going to shuffle them real quick actually to get a feel for that aspect, because the physicality of the cards is also important. Like they should feel like cards. All right, so shuffle.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yep, sounds good. Sounds like cards. Alrighty, cool. So here's the rest of them. So yeah, so there'll be a little bit of assembly required when you first open it up, but shouldn't be too hard to get them all together. And then we have the boxes. So here are the, let's pull that apart. Should I do it? Cool. All right, so these are for your actual starting deck boxes. So you put these together like so. So you're creating a deck box. Like that. Bam. Now the top. Bam. And you have a handy carrying case for your deck that is also color-coded for your faction. So Twilight of the Gods in color. So if you want to take your cards somewhere, stick your god on top, put your deck into the box. Fits in with a lot of room to spare because we know people will probably want to sleeve their cards up. It also allows you to put tokens or the markers in there if you don't want to sleeve them up, if you just want to take the whole thing in. And there you go. Now you can go to school and play against your friends at recess. You can take it to work, play against your friends at lunch. Twilight of the Gods is portable, take it everywhere. Show everyone. We don't mind. All right, and then the last cards we have are the mini cards. All right, let's open these up. So these are generally generated by other cards. And there's definitely some new art on these that people haven't seen. So you've seen the leper art. So here's the nomads. So that's a new one. The hydras, that comes from the hydra nest. Terracotta warriors, insurrectionists, and gladiators, and a Loki in exile for when you need to bring out a Loki in exile. So cool. Yeah, the mini cards feel good too. It feels like the same card stock as the other cards, so it's not like they're flimsy gonna fall apart. They feel very solid and very good to play with. So yeah, that's and then you get a nice little granite surface in case you want to like do your dishes or something or cook. So yeah, that's the Twilight of the Gods unboxing. It's the Elder Gods. Hold on. So this for all the Kickstarter backers. Your Elder Gods will be coming in this nifty little pouch thing. And then I'm going to open this up because I want to see the Elder Gods. Open that up. Let's have a chat with them because those will actually need to be Elder Gods and not the starter gods.
Oh my goodness, that is... Wow.
That's probably less than ideal. So we'll have a talk with them and make sure you get your Elder Gods.
That is not right at all.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, I guess I will see the Elder Gods another day, unfortunately. But good thing we caught it now and not when people were getting it shipped out, because that would have been really sad.
That would have been horrible. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll make sure that that's right.
Alrighty. Well, cool. Yeah. So that's all. Aside from the, well, I mean, they are gods of madness, so they're messing with the mortal realm. But aside from that, everything looks great. It feels great, and I can't wait for people to play this game because I think you're really gonna like it. And as you can see, it looks really cool. So thank you for watching the unboxing.